All right, hello everyone, and now we are in grade 10. We are going to look at arts and sports subjects, and this one is still revision for midterm exams and arts and sports. And arts and sports grade 10 includes fine arts, music and dance, physical education, sports and recreation, and theater and film. Theater and film. Film includes acting and recording of the plays or maybe the stories. So let's go to the question direct. These are just instructions, so I'll not go through the instructions. These are the rubrics. And the first question here, we are starting with what section here? We have theorem marks, and the section is for arts, I mean fine arts. So the first question says, during an art exhibition at your school, learners display drawings showing different uses of lines, shapes, and textures and balance. So when we talk about different uses of lines, we can talk about how the lines are used in the drawing and all that. So question number one, which is A, it says, state four elements of 2D used in the drawing. 2D, which is two-dimensional. Element for 2D, we have line, shape, texture, and value. Those are the questions that you're supposed to react. Then number two, it says, identify three principles of two-dimensional applied in drawing. Principles, we have balance, unity, and contrast. Question number 1B, it says, explain how the following elements are applied in the drawing. So we start with the line as an element, which was number 1A, but now this one is number 2B. Number B1, it says line outlines objects and shows direction or movement. So basic one is lines showing movement and directions. Then number two, which is shape. Shape forms objects using geometric or organic shapes. In general, we say the shapes are used for forming objects. Then texture. Texture, we say, creates surface quality, which is smooth or rough. Then value. Value, this one, use of light or dark shading to create depth. We are able to understand the depth of a drawing using the value, which is light to dark. Next, which is number two, B2, it says, name and describe the type of balance exhibited in the drawing. You can have a good look at this drawing. This type of drawing, it's balancing across, and the center finds the attraction most. So we can see it's balancing from the center. And when it balances from the center, it has equal visual weight on both sides. And therefore, a balance that has equal visual weight will land into symmetrical balance. So this drawing is none other than symmetrical drawing. Number three, which we look at this. Number three, study the artwork below. Have a good look at it. This artwork, we say, the questions will be analyze the artwork according to the subtitles. Number one, approach. When you talk about the approach of the artwork, we say it is realistic or observational drawing, where you observe and draw. Then when you talk about the theme, is everyday life or social activity, because you can see most activities being social and everyday life, music and all that. Then style of the drawing is naturalistic style, from the word natural, naturalistic style. Number four, it says, describe two principles of design. Principles of design, we have balance and contrast. And balance means equal distribution of visual weight. Then contrast is use of differences in light, darkness, big or small. Number five, sorry. Number five we don't have, so we go direct to number two. Number two says, a learner is drawing buildings along a road and wants them to appear realistic and three-dimensional. A, define linear perspective. What is linear perspective? Linear perspective is a technique used to create illusion of depth using converging lines. Then number B, describe one-point perspective and explain how it's used when drawing objects at normal eye level. At normal eye level, we can have one-point perspective. There we can have vanishing point. The vanishing point is where parallel lines appear to meet. Next question. sorry. Um, yeah, we can have what? Let me look at this one. We said what is meant by vanishing point. We say vanishing point is where 2 points appear to meet. Yeah, 2 points appear to meet. Then next question is describe 1 point perspective and explain how it's used in a drawing. How it is used in a drawing. So we can say 1 point perspective uses one vanishing point and it faces the viewer directly. It is used at normal eye levels. It is used at normal eye levels. So that's how we can explain 1 point perspective. Number two, explain 2 point perspective, highlighting the role of convergence lines and vanishing points. When we look at the roles of convergence points, we say convergence points or 2 point perspective uses two vanishing points. Remember the other one, it uses one vanishing point or one line. Then used for drawing corners of buildings, this one, 2 point perspective. Then lines converge at the left and right vanishing points, then creates more realistic depth. Creates more realistic depth. Number three, learners arrange fruits, bottles, boxes on a table to create a still life composition. What is a still life composition? We said still life composition is drawing of non-moving objects or stationary things, stationary objects. Then the next question, state two reasons for overlapping objects in a still life drawing. So when we have overlapping in still life drawing, number one is to create depth and also to show spatial relationship between the objects being drawn. Number B, describe the stages of drawing followed when creating a still life drawing. The stages, number one, we sketch layout lightly, then outline main shapes and add details, then apply shading or colors. Number B2, it says, explain how shading and value drawing help to create form and depth in a still life artwork. Explain how shading and value drawing help to create depth and form in a still life artwork. So when we look at this one, form helps us to create 3D form, shading and value. Also shows light source and adds depth to make it more real. Adds shapes to make it more depth to make it more real or to look lively. Some people say to give it life. Then number three, identify the tools A and Y and state their functions. A and Y and state their functions. When we look at this one, A is a flat wash. Then A is a flat wash. Then tools we have A, flat wash, which is used for sketching. Then B is just a eraser used for correcting. And I'm not sure about this because I have not gone through the content in grade 10. But you can also learn to go back to research and look at the functions of A and Y. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 says, learners paint landscapes using different paints technique. State two types of wash technique used in paint. Wash, we have flat wash and graded wash. Wash technique is applying diluted paint. When we define number 3, wash technique, number 2b, B1, we say, describe the wash technique of painting and explain how it creates atmospheric effect in scenery painting. So this one we say, wash technique is applying diluted paint evenly and creates atmospheric effect like sky, fog, or distance. Number 5, define the color of an element of art. We say an element of art is produced when light reflects off an object, off of O double F. Then number 5.2 says, give any two sets of monocratic or monogrammatic color. Two sets of monogrammatic colors. We have light blue, blue, dark, and blue. That is one. Then another set is a set of light green, green, and dark green. You see, we have the main one, which is blue. Another one is green, but we have light blue, and dark blue, then also blue itself there in the middle. Then we have light green and dark green, then green in the middle. Okay, then explain the brush spraying technique and state two areas where it can be applied in a pictorial composition. When we come to talk about brush spraying technique, we say paint is sprayed using toothbrush or brush to create texture. And number one, why it is applied, it can be applied in the background effects to create background effects and landscape textures such as grass and stars. We go to the next one. After that, arts, fine arts. We come to another area in sports. I mean, this one is sports. And let's look the questions in sports area. Sports area, sports area. Theory. Yeah, here we go. Section A, theory. Answer all questions. And this one is about arts and sports. Still, basic education in schools. So let's go to the questions to see what are these. We say during sports day, learners participated in fitness. This one is sports. During sports day, learners participated in fitness. The question says, state two examples of dynamic stretches used during warm-up activities. Dynamic stretches used during warm-up. We can have leg swings and arm circles. Leg swings and arm circles. Number B, identify two characteristics of static stretching. Static stretching characteristic number one can be held for 10 to 30 seconds, then done. B, or another point, is done without movement. This can be done without movement because static means stationary, not moving. Then number C says, name two muscular strength activities that use body weight only. That uses body weight only. We can have walking, push-ups and squats. Yeah, we can have push-ups and squats. That's a good example. Then list two examples of low impact cardiovascular endurance activities. Low impact, we can have like cycling and walking. Those ones doesn't need a lot of impact, but that one is of low impact cardiovascular activities. Number E, after D, sorry, number E says, identify two types of defective posture commonly observed in learners. Defective posture. Defective posture, we can have kyphosis and lordosis. This is a very good term. You have been explained by your teachers, I believe so, about kyphosis and lordosis. These ones are the defective postures in physical education. Then explain why dynamic stretching is recommended before sports activities. Why dynamic stretching is recommended before stretching activities. Dynamic stretching, we say it prepares muscles, can prepare muscle for the activity, and also increases blood circulation. When we stretch, we increase the blood circulation or circulation. Number three, describe two differences between muscular strength and muscular endurance activity. Describe two differences between muscular strength and muscular endurance activities. So when we come to the first difference, we say muscular strength, it has short, powerful effort. Then muscular endurance, we say sustained effort. That's a difference. Sustained means can take for a longer time. Then another difference is muscular strength has heavy resistance, involves heavy resistance, whereas muscular endurance involves light resistance for long time. You cannot have heavy material or carry heavy loads for a long time, so therefore you need a light one to get the muscular endurance activities. Then number four, explain how group fitness activities helps improve cardiovascular endurance. Explain how group fitness activities helps improve cardiovascular endurance. Sorry. We have group fitness increases heart rate or heartbeat. Then improves oxygen supply. It improves oxygen supply. Number 5, describe 2 effects of poor sitting posture on physical performance. When you have poor physical posture and you are doing exercises or performances, number 1, you can have back pain and also reduced breathing capacity. Those are the effects. You can have back pain and reduced breathing capacity. Then number 6, we say explain the importance of balance and control when performing strength and exercises or strength exercises. Importance of balance and control. Number 1, prevents injury and also improves techniques. Number 7, during a fitness lesson, some learners perform stretches incorrectly and complain of discomfort. Analyze 3 possible mistakes in stretching form and suggest appropriate corrections. That one is 5 marks. So number 1, stretching mistakes can be bouncing, and the correction: when you bounce, you need to stretch slowly. Then another mistake can be maybe holding the breath, and this one you have to have a normal breath control, or how to hold the breath control normally. Then another one is maybe overstretching. They overstretched. This one, the remedy for this, we say stretch gentle. You need to stretch gentle so that you cannot maybe tear your tendons and also your nerves. Number 8, it says a learner tires quickly during running games, but performs well in short, powerful activities. Evaluate the learner's muscular strength, muscular endurance, and cardiovascular endurance, and suggest ways to improve. So when we look at this one, learner evaluation, we say this learner maybe has a strong muscular strength, then weak cardiovascular endurance because cannot take the activities for longer time. Then how to improve, we can say regular jogging to improve the cardiovascular strength. Then also interval training. You can have such as a remedy to make the learners train in intervals. Number 9, it says during a warm-up session before sports competition, compare a static and dynamic stretching using 4 clear points. So when we compare about these two, we say static versus dynamic. Static is stationary, by the way. We have talked about it previously. Then dynamic involves movement. And then static is after exercise, and dynamic is before exercise. Then static is held for longer, and dynamic is not held for longer. Then dynamic increases heart rate compared to the other one. Then safety, we say describe 3 safety rules observed when performing this stretching exercise. Number 1, warm-up activities, cool-down activities, avoid bouncing. Then stretch within the limits, don't overstretch. Number 10, learners use the following tools during a sports lesson. Name the following tools. Have a good look at these tools, A, B, C. Then outline 3 muscular endurance activities and explain how they improve performance. We can have planks, sit-ups, and maybe lunges. Improve stamina. This one, they improve stamina and muscle efficiency. Then during interval training sessions in school, explain 4 benefits of cardiovascular endurance to overall health or health. Endurance. Explain 4 benefits of cardiovascular endurance. Benefits of cardiovascular endurance. Let me think out loud. I want to give the clear points. Benefits: number 1, strong heart. Yeah, you can have a very strong heartbeat. Then better oxygen flow. We can also control weight and reduce the risk of exposing yourself to heart-related diseases. Then describe 2 high impact and 2 low impact cardiovascular activities. We can have running and skipping. Those ones are high. Then low, we can have walking, swimming, cycling. You remember the ones we talked previously. Learners were observed during walking, running, jumping, throwing, and kicking drills. Distinguish between correct posture and effective posture during physical activities. Correct posture and effective posture. Let me see what we can say about this. Correct posture, we say you can have straight spine involves correct spine and balancing of the body. Then defective posture involves curved spine and uneven shoulders. Effects. Analyze the effects of kyphosis, lordosis, and scoliosis on sports performance. Scoliosis, we say kyphosis, rounded back effect. Then lordosis, inward lower back cuff. Then scoliosis, we say this one involves sideways cuff. Sideways cuff. Now, another area in arts and sports we look at is theater and film. I believe we have questions about theater and film. The next one, we are only looking for theory sections. Now we start. Theater and film question 1. Your school drama club plans to stage a short play during a community forum addressing drug and substance abuse among youth. Identify 2 elements of playwriting that the scriptwriter must consider when developing the play. We can have plot, character, sequence, theme, among others. Those are the many elements of a play. Then state 2 elements of a plot that will introduce the audience to drug abuse. We can have exposition, the introduction, then conflict. We can also have conflict, which involves also are the components of setting. Question number 3, explain how setting can influence the audience understanding of the theme. Setting by this shows the environment. It is the time and place where the event took place. So it shows the environment, influences also the mood, and makes the theme realistic. Number 4, describe 2 ways dialogue can be used to reveal conflict between characters in the play. To reveal conflict between characters in the play, we say shows disagreement, then also reveals emotions. Shows disagreement and reveals emotions. Describe 2 ways. Number 5. Analyze how dramatic actions can be used to show consequences of drug abuse without narration. Dramatic action, we say, shows consequences physically, characters suffering, visual conflict, and audience emotional impact. That one without just without without narrations, you can still display having a dramatic action. Then a youth organization is hosting a spoken word poetry festival themed Voices of Change. Define a spoken word poem. So what's a spoken word poem? We say a performance based on poetry focusing on expression and rhythm. Expression and rhythm, that one is spoken word poem. Then number 7, list 2 poetic elements commonly used in spoken word poetry. Number 1, rhyme, and number 2, repetition. We can also have alteration among others, but the key ones commonly used, we have rhyme and repetition. Repetition of the lines. Then number 8, explain how persona helps in delivering strong message in spoken word. This persona can create identity of the character and also strengthens the message through varying of the voices. Then, or maybe bring out vivid description in the writing. Then explain how a persona, number 9, evaluate the importance of word and play rhyme patterns in enhancing audience engagement during a spoken word performance. Word and play. So we say word play importance engages audience, makes the message memorable, and creates rhythm. Then also can add creativity. In the performance. Then number 10 says a community theater group wants to perform a play addressing unemployment among youth people in the community. Describes 6 elements of playwriting and show how each contributes to the effective storytelling. Number 1, we say elements of playwriting. They are just elements of a play. We have plot, character setting, dialogue, theme, and conflict, among others. Plot, we say using relevant example, explain the 5 elements of a plot. Elements of a plot, we can have exposition, we can have rising and falling action, then we can have climax, then we can also have resolution. Number 10C, it says, discuss how playwriting can be used as a tool for community engagement and social change. We say playwriting educates community, raises awareness, encourages discussion, then also promotes the behaviors. Promotes the behaviors. You have been invited to perform a spoken word poem during a national youth celebration. A. Describe the key characteristics of a spoken word poem. Describe the key characteristics of a spoken word poem. Describe a key characteristics of a spoken word poem. So, characteristics of spoken word, we have performance based, we have rhythmic or rhythms, use of emotions or emotional, then message driven. And the next question says, explain the meaning of the following words used in film and theater. Number 1, persona. Who is a persona? We say a character voice used in performance. Then number 2, uh, is character Bible. We say detailed background of a character. That one is known as character Bible, background of a character. Then number C, explain the importance of developing a character Bible for the persona used in the spoken word poem. Used in the spoken word poem. Explain the importance of developing a character Bible for the persona used in the spoken word poem. When we look at this one, importance of the Bible, the character Bible, we can say ensures consistency and deepens performance and clarifies motivation and improves authenticity of the character. Then assess the importance of learning theater and film. Assess the importance of learning theater and film in senior school. Number 1, it is a career subject, e.g., actors, script writer, film directors, then film producers, and you can also communicate and pass images and also promotes the talents of different learners who learn this. And by having that described as the careers related to film and theater, we say that one marks the end of our today's discussion and revision. See you next time when you see me. Make sure you subscribe. This was grade 10 revision midterm exams. As expected, you can go through it, and I'm sure you can get some knowledge and how to answer the questions in senior school for those who recently joined grade 10. Thank you, and see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. Goodbye.